Today, I'll be discussing how to change your default language in Windows 10. So if you are using Windows 10 Professional or Windows 10 Enterprise and you want to change the default language, here you see I have a default language which is, my default language is English. So you can see everything is English. But if I want to change all my default settings to French, so it is actually very easy doing that in Windows 10. So you don't need to actually install a new operating system again, like then going to like the language settings and then choosing French. So what we just need to do is go to your start menu here and just type language, and here you will see the language settings under system settings. So click on the language settings, and when the language settings starts, here we have the option. You see the Windows display language, and here you can see we have some display language, like for example you can see we have the keyboard. This one is the Belgium, which is the keyboard, and here we can see these are the language settings. We can see I have for the United States and for Spanish. So but right now I want to choose a different language like French. Here you see I only have two options, the English and Espanol, which is Spanish, is from Chile, but I want to add a new language. So let me just click on this plus sign here, and I'm going to type French. I'm going to actually put, let me just type French. So I'm going to scroll down and look for the French. Let me just look for the French, which is France, and then click next. Here we'll say, okay, we want to actually install the language pack, but I want to also set my display language to French. But you can as well decide just to only install the language pack without actually setting your display language to French, but it's still going to remain English. Then you can go to your language settings and then do it manually. But let me just click set as my default as my display language and click install. So right now it's going to download the language pack of French and then install it on this computer. So let me just stop this video and come back again when the language pack has been fully installed. So after the language pack has been fully installed, you'll be asked to actually sign out, because you need to sign out and re-sign in for that changes to take effect. Or you can say, okay, I want to sign out later. But let me just sign out right now. And then we need to re-sign in again. So after you sign into your computer and you go to your start menu, you can see that everything is now in French. So when you just scroll down, you can see all my settings has now changed to French. So and again, mind you, if you are using a kind of a, your keyboard when you install the language pack, so your keyboard settings also change. So you have to be very careful, because right now I'm using a French keyboard, but and I live in Belgium, so I need to just go and switch to the Belgium keyboard here, because if I go to type, okay, this is Azeti and this is correct, but if I choose the French keyboard, which is also Azeti. But when I go to choose like the Spanish one, I think the Spanish one is a QWERTY, and I'm tapping A, you can see it's giving me Q. So you have to be very, very careful that your keyboard does not change. And if it changes, you can always just click here, or you can click on the preference linguistics to actually change your keyboard settings. So that's how you change your default language in Windows 10 Professional or Windows 10 Enterprise to a totally different language entirely, and you don't need to reinstall your computer. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. My name is Kelvin Johnson, and if this video has been of any help to you, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like my video. Thank you very much, and see you next time.